Simone, Shay Claire's mum.
Hi, I'm Lilith McPherson. I'm her grandmother.
I'm Daddy Yo, Shay's daddy.
I'm Amanda, Shay's friend.
She's my auntie, guys. Do not worry about her.
I don't go by the name auntie, I'm her friend.
So, guys, so today's discussion on the podcast is going to be about Brixton. So if you guys can go one by one, just explaining how long you've been around Brixton, how you grew up around Brixton. So yeah, so Nan, we can start with you, Nan, because you've been here the longest.
I came here when I was 8, and I've been living in Brixton over 53 years. I've always lived in Brixton, from Brixton Hill to Clapham.
I've been living in Brixton all my life, so 30 years. And yeah, that's it.
Mom?
Been in Brixton majority of my life with my mum and my friend over here. I don't live in Brixton now, but I live up the road from Brixton.
Yeah, I lived in Brixton all my life. Was originally brought up in South London, Vauxhall, and then moved to Brixton, Tulse Hill, when I was about 2 years old, and been living up here ever since.
Cool. So guys, a lot of people talk about Brixton and speak about how Brixton's changing. If you guys could also go one by one and just say how Brixton's changed for you, and then we can go deep and more into the conversation.
Personally, I think Brixton's the same. Just got nice shops in it now.
I disagree. Brixton has changed a lot over the years I've been here. We've been through the riot of Brixton, all sorts. But now, I feel that Brixton doesn't feel like home anymore to us. Because all these other influx of people from Kensington, Chelsea, they're now moving in, which make us, they want to push us out. So we don't feel like Brixton is our home anymore. Our markets are gone because they're pushing them out of the market and they're building satay bars.
Hey.
And everything else. Places where we do not want to socialise and go, that's what they're doing in Brixton at this moment. So we, as the people of Brixton that made Brixton what Brixton's supposed to be made of, are now being poked and pushed out for the rich people who can afford to live in Brixton. And that's including the council tax going up to suit them, not to suit us.
I have to second on that as well. As a young man growing up in Brixton, you know, everything from like youth clubs and everything like that got shut down. Even recently I've just done a study and Lambeth is the highest when it comes to black males and females out of employment. So even though Brixton has changed or genderfied has changed in a way, to me I still see that there's, you know, within the inner streets or, you know, in more the urban streets, there's a lot of problems, still problems around. So for me, Brixton has changed a lot. You know, there isn't opportunities for black people within the community, just like how it was before. So yeah, it's all changed now. Brixton definitely has changed.
The changes in Brixton does not benefit no blacks. And I can see that on an everyday basis when I go through Brixton. It doesn't benefit none of us because they're not doing it for us.
It's good that it is changing, but I feel that there's a lack of opportunity, you know. As I said, I've done a study and out of the main 3 boroughs, so we're talking Lambeth, Southwark and Wandsworth, Lambeth is the worst, the highest when it comes to black young females or males out of employment. So there's definitely something wrong there. Even though it's still building up, you're seeing a lot of things changing, but there's still issues.
I would say from my time growing up in Brixton, Brixton used to be known as quite a violent place, and when you used to tell people when I was at school, I went to school all the way in Westminster, so when I used to say, oh, I'm from Brixton, people used to kind of shy away and go, oh my God, have you seen someone get stabbed or someone get killed? And I was like, no, like, I just don't get it. So I guess what's happening now is the crime doesn't seem as visible, although it is still there.
There you go.
It's still there, but it's just not as visible. So they're hiding it away from the people that are coming into Brixton to make it look more attractive, to make the streets look more glistening, and to make it seem like Brixton is not what it used to be. It's a completely new, changed area. It's not. In terms of culturally and in terms of crime rates, culturally, yes, the Brixton's changed. They've moved the markets away, which is somewhere I know that my mum used to take me on a Saturday morning. We used to go shopping for the food for the house for the whole week, and you can't really get that experience anymore. And for families that are from the West Indies, it's very difficult for you to find a place where you can actually get those home comforts from, especially as Brixton's changed so dramatically. But in terms of criminal, it's the same. Brixton's the same. There's still crime, high crime. The police know about it. But they're using it to their own personal advantage rather than actually sorting it out. They're masking it, spraying a perfume on it to make it look good and smell nice. In terms of the people that are attracted to Brixton now, you get a lot of the professionals, city professionals that want to come and work and that want to live in Brixton. And that's for the commuting. That's because of the socialisation that they've got going on in Brixton. So the wine bars, the clubs, the pubs, the rooftop bars, places like Pop-Up Brixton and all this stuff. They love that sort of stuff because it's very urban, which is the new word for black. So it's very urban, but without being black. So they're getting the good parts, but not going through the bad stuff.
Yeah.
So it's weird, like Brixton has definitely changed. They have definitely tried to whitewash the community, and the people that have managed to, the stains that as they're probably calling us, that have managed to cling on and stay within Brixton, yeah, a bit more bleaching, I'm sure they can achieve what their desired results are.
But it's
Yeah,
funny
I
because
agree.
when I travel outside of London and I tell anyone that I come from Brixton, their first reaction now is like, oh, you come from the rich area, your Brixton's rich. And I look at them and think, like,
Yeah,
you never brought up in Brixton.
more about that. I want to ask, like, how was Brixton when you guys were growing up? How it used
Brixton
compared to
was
today?
rough.
To
Brixton was
today?
tough.
Brixton was rough, but it wasn't rough to us.
Because we were
Brixton
in
was
it.
rough, but it wasn't rough to us because it's what we were used to. We grew up in it, so it wasn't anything different. However, if you took yourself away from it, it was a rough place to live in if you didn't live right.
Well,
and
we
they've
got
got new shops and new, you know, like H&M and different stuff, but it's still the same. Everything
Still
is pushed
Brixton.
under the carpet.
Just go around the corner.
Brixton is still rough.
Go around Mitesville, go, just
Brixton
take
after
bus
hours.
one right and you're...
After hours, Brixton is a different world.
Not that I don't love you. You know how much I do.
Everyone's like said that there's nothing here for black people, and there's not enough things for black people in Brixton. But what have you seen that black people have done, like even for today, for Brixton?
There's hardly any black people left.
I understand that, but it's like, what do you think people are trying to do? Or because I know, do you guys know about
I
the
think
soup
Brixton was
kitchen
better
in
with Shepton
Brixton?
numbers.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Say that again.
black people hasn't done anything for
They
Brixton.
didn't.
They don't get any support from the council.
Any gathering, will the police will attend.
Yeah, the only
and it will
support
seem,
that they
it
get
won't
from
seem
the
like
council is to take black people off the streets. If two of you walk together, they think that you're a gang.
we don't even have the carnival anymore.
Or Brixton
It's
Splash.
just Splash, yeah.
Yeah.
They've taken that all away. Why? Because it's, you know,
Too many black
too
people
many black
attended.
people.
Yeah, look, I was a bit upset when they took away Brixton Splash.
A bit, I was
Because
devastated.
like there wasn't that much, even though a couple times there was violence. But the last one,
nothing.
there was no violence.
no
Nothing
violence,
happened for them.
nothing.
But I read the website and they said they didn't get any support.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad because it was like the amount of money people make, the amount of people that come out, DJs and people that come out to have fun. People from all over the world come to
Come
Brixton Splash.
Look at that. Look at Blacker Dread. I drove past his shop today and they got like clothes in the shop. Not even nice clothes, but they're just in. And that shop was a cultural shop.